Well, thanks everybody for joining today. I just wanted to give everybody a quick update on where we are in the year and kind of where we are overall. And actually a little more than that, actually kind of share what I'm thinking about what's important in our world and what we're doing these days. So the first thing is we're having a really good year across the board. And we set out at the beginning of the year and we set down some sales goals of what we want to do on a monthly basis. And we've been pretty much knocking that down like clockwork, which is really nice. It's a lot of work to do that, but we've been very consistently adding customers and the right kind of customers. Some fairly large sales, and I'm very pleased with where that is. And it's interesting, there's one deal we won this week I thought was very interesting. It's a very large company. It was a very complex project. We competed with one of the two largest ERP companies in the world on this project. And basically what they looked at is they said, when we get down to the end of this process, our life is going to be simpler with the DCOM system than it is with your competitor's system. And that's because we have a larger functional footprint than our competitors do, and it's because of a lot of what we do we talk about complexity made simple. I'm going to spend a bunch of time on that in this conversation because it's really important. When these people are looking at it and saying, our life is going to be simpler, and we feel like as a company, they can drive their growth better with ours than our competitor, that's kind of cool. It's not easy to do, and that's the net result of a lot of work from all of you folks on everything you do every single day. One of the interesting things we're seeing is that as our deal size and our customers have gotten larger, the amount of due diligence they're doing in the sales process has increased pretty dramatically. And so across the board, our customers have to be feeling like, yeah, DCOM was a great partner to work with. They made our lives better. We bought this system, we put a lot into it, and we came out of it and said, yeah, we're in a better spot because of that. And it's funny that every single thing you guys do, whether you're doing data conversion, whether you're programming something, a single form, making that form easier to use, making the data conversion process go a little bit easier, making the implementation process go a little bit easier, making the support call go easier, that leaves a lasting impression on that customer. And that's what our prospective customers are trying to understand, is that if we make this commitment to you guys, and by the way, we have a choice between you guys, a lot of other companies, including these multi-billion-dollar companies. This was a company that had to go back to their board and say, we're going to choose DCOM over this billion-dollar company, and they have to justify that. And it's really the sum result of all of the actions that everybody does. And it's just so important. It really struck me more than usual. It always strikes me this way. But more than usual in this one particular sale, it really struck me what a team game we're playing. It's funny, there were two things the company summed up for us. And I kind of want to spend a minute on this, talk about it, because I think it's important. They said, we feel like your complexity made simple concept. We get that our life is going to be simpler if we're on DCOM. Because of the fact that they were buying one system as opposed to bolting systems together, as well as just the way everything flowed. When they looked at a form, we looked at a sales order entry process or a purchasing process or running a financial statement, they felt it was a simpler process in DCOM. The second thing they looked at is they really said, your functional fit is better. When we look at the actual very specific tasks we have to do, you guys handle more of those tasks. And that begets that simplicity, is the fact that we do more of that stuff natively to DCOM as opposed to bolting something on. They said that we can see that this is going to be simpler. If you load up those two things and you think about complexity made simple, and then you think about that functional fit, the functional fit is a louder requirement from our perspective. Most of the time when a phone rings and somebody's talking to you, they're asking for a functional fit requirement. And one of the things that's really, really, really important is that we have to stop as a group, everybody, or really more individually, we always have to stop and go back to that complexity made simple. We fight a very, very, very vicious game. When you think about these other companies we compete with, there's no participation trophies in the ERP business. There's a winner and there's everybody else. Everybody else gets zero, and the winner gets a lot. And we've been winning this year. We've been actually stacking these things up, and it's really, I say it's a really result of everything you guys are doing as a team, and it's really cool when it does, but we need to keep that going. We've done a good job over that over the years, and I want to make sure as we add people to the building and add more buildings and do a lot more different things, that we're still focusing on that complexity made simple. I used to talk about this when I was doing the programming all by myself. I would make the joke and I'd say, I don't have time to fix the backhoe, I have to dig the ditch. And as our company has gotten bigger, we need to make sure that we're spending time on that backhoe. That's complexity made simple. Is there a faster, easier way to dig the ditch? So anyways, it is, and it's really exciting when we get a team win like that. It is an absolute team win. And I think everybody should take a minute and go, that's cool. And if we had all cocktails here, we'd be having a cocktail. But think of me tonight and have a cocktail, and we'll go from there. So anyways, thank you for that.